Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cara Elizabeth Lennon and I am here today to give you some Sephora Sale Recs. I have 3 categories that I'm going to be talking about and 3 different kinds of recommendations that I'm going to be talking about. And I think this will give you a lot of context and like some touch grass moments when we head into the Sephora sale because you feel like you need everything, but you really don't. Okay, you really don't. So the 3 types of products I'm going to be talking about are from the lens of somebody who is a fitness instructor. So I have lots of sweat-proof recommendations for you and stuff that won't make you break out. Number 2 is through the lens of somebody who is in their 30s. So it's products that I feel like have helped me in my 30s. I actually didn't start caring about skincare or makeup until I was 29, turning 30, when everybody in the pandemic was like, getting into their arts and crafts. I was watching YouTube tutorials on makeup and learning everything I could about makeup because it was the one place I hadn't spent good money on. And I knew that if I really invested in my collection and like did it really slowly over time, it would make a huge difference. And it completely has changed my skin and my face and the way that I look over the last 6 years. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is kind of like in tandem with that, just from somebody that never used to spend money on makeup like this. Like I wouldn't think it would make a difference to invest in nice makeup. For most things, it really does make a difference. Like it truly does. And I can say that as a drugstore warrior. Like I was a CVS queen for years. Don't get me wrong. There's still stuff I buy from CVS for like mascara and stuff. But those are my 3 like kind of categories, like things I want to talk about. And then the 3 things you need to keep in mind for the Sephora sale. And I have to give Caroline Sachs, which by the way, if you don't follow her, I'm obsessed with her. She lives in New York City. A credit for this, which is there are 3 types of things that you should be considering when you're shopping this Sephora sale. Number 1, we don't actually need anything. But like, also, we're just girls, you know? So if you're going to spend money, spend it on one of these 3 categories. Expensive products that you normally wouldn't purchase. So something that you've had in mind, or a makeup or skincare or hair care product that is kind of like a little bit outside of your budget. That is obviously the best time to utilize a sale because you're not paying full price and they never have sales. Number 2, things that you use all the time. So these are like stuff that you're constantly buying repeats of. Like these are your everyday skincare, hair care, body care items, whatever, obviously. And then number 3, I would say like the first category is like most important because like buy the expensive shit while it's on sale. And then number 3 is like fun new things that you just feel like are fun and you would want to try them because like we're here to have fun. You know, like that's what life is about. I'm going to start out with some products that are investments, and then I'm going to get into like everyday use type of stuff that I think is really, really critical. If I could impart any knowledge on you, it is get into Caudalie. Like get into it Caudalie because their stuff is incredible. I am obsessed with almost everything that they make. This is empty. I've been storing it upside down. And yes, I am waiting for the Sephora sale. And yes, this did just suspiciously run out 2 days ago. And there's a sale in 2 days. So this is the Caudalie Vinoperfect Brightening Eye Spot Serum. Brightening Dark Spot Serum. Sorry, I could not get that out of my mouth. It has made the biggest difference in my skin, especially if you are in your late 20s or in your 30s. You want to do things that help rejuvenate your skin and just make the aging process look like a little bit cuter, you know? So basically you can apply this morning and evening. At the beginning, I was doing it morning and evening, and then I was like, girl, this is a $90 serum, and I'm going to create links for every product that I recommend down in the caption so that you guys can go to my Shop My and see everything that there is to see. Highly, highly recommend investing in this. I really love all of the Vinoperfect line. They also have an eye cream that I really, really love. Anything Caudalie is really worth investing in. It is expensive for a reason, but it is absolutely incredible. I actually really, really like, and I know this is going to seem really dumb to you guys, but I like this grape water as just like a refresh. I do it in the morning so that something I learned about skincare is that your skin actually sometimes needs to be wet in order to actually absorb the skincare, and you can't just like put it on dry skin, which I never like thought of that before, but I actually just like this before I put on my serums and my moisturizer in the morning to give myself like a nice refresh. And then sometimes I'll even hit my makeup if I'm going like from day to night makeup. I'll do this with a little bit of Rhode spray if I need to like refresh my makeup. So that is item number 1 that I recommend. So products number 2 and number 3 are actually by the same people. This is In Beauty Project, and their stuff is just incredible. I highly recommend also their eye serum, but it's actually in my makeup bag in my car right now, so I don't have it in front of me. But this is their extreme cream. This is their firming and priming moisturizer. Something to keep in mind is that, especially at Sephora, a really good way to try out products is start by using the travel sizes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting got at the line, going to the front and trying out a travel size of something, because for a lot of products, like, I want to know that I enjoy it and I actually see and notice a difference in my skin before I go in for like the big mama. And that's what I did with this. I bought the travel size of this. It was $26. I believe this was $44 or $44. It is firming and lifting moisturizer. I am obsessed with it. It is like my go-to moisturizer besides the Tatcha moisturizer, which I'm going to talk about next, but absolutely love it for everyday wear. And then these are their skin prep exfoliating pads. I actually heard about these originally from Meg, girl with the slick back. She's a Boston-based, Massachusetts-based influencer, and she did like a post with them on Instagram, and I was just wanting an easier way to like do some skin prep and exfoliation before my makeup, because it's made the hugest difference in my makeup routine. So I absolutely love these, and I am almost out, so I will be also refreshing those. The third and fourth products that are investment products that I highly recommend, but I also realize they're both in my car, are the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic and Ptiox serums. They are both like a vitamin C serum and like kind of an anti-aging, anti-wrinkle serum. I'll give the price points up on the screen. They're incredible. I actually got like a little mini one time given to me in PR, and I immediately went and bought it. I always hear the skincare girlies talking about the CE Ferulic, and I absolutely love it, and is a product that I've rebought multiple times. So if you're thinking of like products to invest in for skincare that are a little bit more expensive, those are a few that I recommend. I'm trying to keep this video like relatively short. And now we're going to move on to makeup. I didn't want people to be correct about this, but the Dior Forever Skin Perfect is one of the most incredible products I have ever put on my skin. It is insanely creamy. And this is like, obviously looks a little light, but actually when I blend it with like my drops, it blends perfectly. I also have self-tanner on right now, obviously. It is one of the most insane products I've ever put on my skin. It is just so creamy, almost like it's giving full coverage without feeling like you're wearing so much makeup. I balked at the price point on this for the longest time. I was like, I seriously can't do this. I can't do this. You have so many foundations, Cara. Like, you don't need it. I did. And I absolutely love it. I don't reach for it all the time because I'm not trying to do like a full beat all the time, but absolutely love her. And then another one that I also started with the smaller size of, girls. Do not be afraid of using the smaller size of things, is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. She is that girl for a reason. She is the foundation that people talk about wearing on their wedding day for a reason, because it is fucking incredible. Definitely very full coverage. So like, we're talking night out, we're talking anniversary dinner, you know, the whole shebang. But she is so amazing. I love her. For context, not that it matters because again, I have some self-tanner on, but I am shade 2N in the Dior. I was surprised. I was a lot more fair than I thought, or like, thought it was going to be like a 3 or 4. 2N in Dior and 4.25 neutral in Giorgio Armani. Okay, last few splurgy things in terms of skincare. I personally don't think any patches besides Rhode work as well as Peter Thomas Roth eye patches. They're just the best. These are their hyaluronic cloud eye patches, and I'm just obsessed with them. I keep them in my skincare fridge, which is where I just went to go get all of this. Two things I absolutely rolled through by Tatcha are obviously the Dewy Skin Cream. This is their moisturizer. I actually only use this at night. She is almost gone, but she is incredible. Very expensive. Definitely something I use sparingly. I only use it at night to give me like a gorgeous glow. This I am, oh, she's almost, oh, I got a little left. Oh my God. This was one of my favorite things I ever was gifted. The goal is to like rejuvenate your skin, your makeup. I would do this as like my last step in the morning after I did my setting spray, just to make myself look a little glowy, or if I wanted to refresh makeup day to night. Sickening, completely gone, obsessed with it. And then the last thing that I think is definitely worth your money is Dermalogica. I have the whole line of all 3 Dermalogica products. So I have the oil cleanser, the face cleanser, and then the daily microfoliant. If you're going to invest in anything, I think the daily microfoliant is one of the best investments and products that I've used regularly. I've gone through 4 bottles of these over the years. It's just so, so good. It is a brightening rice-based powder extract. So it comes out as like a powder and you mix it with some water and it just, your skin is incredible. This TikToker that I follow, her name is Jackie. She was like, I don't yap about any product for free. I am doing this because seriously, this product changed my skin and like this shit is insane. It has salicylic acid and rice enzymes and it's not something that you should use every day, but I am obsessed with this. It's really awesome. Oh my God, look, I found a little baby microfoliant. I'm seriously obsessed with this stuff. It's so good. Okay, now we're gonna move on to products that I use every single day. And these are products that have also been wear tested by me as like sweaty girl proof. Okay, so we're thinking products that you can use every day, products that you can use before a run, getting ready for a workout class. Like if you just wanna look cute at the gym, like no need to be ashamed if you wanna like stunt on people when you're at your workout class. Okay, so we're gonna start out with my tried and true, my one true love, Miss Summer Fridays. I use her every day. I love her. She is almost gone. This is their sheer skin tint. She's everything to me. She is so incredibly important. I am in the shade 4 and it's just the best. It is like the sheerest coverage, but you also still feel like you have something on. The color is amazing. And if I'm on my self-tan journey, which I, to be honest, never am not, I also use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide drops. Very, very pigmented. So you need literally like a droplet and that's it. Okay, this is about the 900th time that I've tried to get a table at Grill 23 and it says you just missed it. This has happened to me 14 times in the last 2 days. Bummer. That's what happens when you try to go to Grill 23. If you live in Boston, you know what I'm talking about, on a Saturday night at 5 p.m. God forbid a girl just wants to get a dirty martini. Anyway, Glow Recipe drops. Love them. The base to my makeup is always SPF. Girls, we are putting SPF on our face. So I am either using the Kosas Dream Beam, which is the best SPF, or Dermalogica. Dermalogica is SPF 50, I believe. Also, the base of my makeup is Never Without, and she is empty right now, so I'm waiting to restock on this in a couple days. The Road Glazing Milk, really, really awesome option to mix these two together. If you want to do like a dewy makeup or just something that you can kind of be a little sweat proof, definitely like mixing this with anything is really, really great. 2 products that I think are really important in terms of your sweaty girl routine for eyebrows. The Rare Beauty Brow Gel is the best brow gel that I have found. And the Mighty Fine Brow Pen by Benefit, really important because it has these little 3-prong kind of situation to make your eyebrows look like actual eyebrows. Yes, Rhode Toasted Teddy is really important. I love Rhode Toasted Teddy. She is my go-to. I have bought and rebought her 1 million times. However, a very close second is the Say in either chili or spicy. I ran out of spicy, so I'm waiting for the sale to buy that. But this is this shade chili. And it's a little bit too, I'm true autumn, so it's like a little bit too pinky for me, but I usually mix this with Toasted Teddy and it's pretty good. This is a go-to, this is a must-have for the Sephora sale for especially my sweaty girls. The Say City Set Setting Spray, not on the Sephora sale, but on Amazon. You put these two together. I've just made a TikTok about this. Like, your makeup will not move for days. Your makeup will not move for days. She's awesome. I started off also with the sample of her. So don't be afraid to try the samples, girls, okay? If you are in your 30s, we should be wearing a lot more cream products than powder-based products. So I highly recommend these, and these are also like 30s approved, sweaty girl approved options for people that are looking to get a little bronzer on their skin. This is Merit Beauty's Bronze Balm in the shade Sen. I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but it is incredible. So, so nice. And again, a product that I like was a little bit fairer than I thought I was going to be in this. And then she is a go-to. Anything Say is incredible, and I do think worth the investment. It's not necessarily like a huge investment piece, but you need 1 drop of this and it will go very far. That's my sweaty girl approved routine. Another thing that's new to me that is going to become a buy rebuy situation are the Summer Fridays lip stains, because they're amazing, but I do fear that the shade Almond is sold out like nearly everywhere. So unfortunately, I would like to say that you should buy this at the Sephora sale. If they magically ever restock, get the shade Almond. I just think she's like universal, honestly. It's so stunning. I would be remiss if I did not talk about my Shark FlexStyle in this video, because I got it in 2023 on the Sephora sale. And let me tell you, this was the best money I have ever spent in my life. I think it's better than the Dyson. People talk about these rollers, you know, they talk about this barrel. I do wish they made a smaller barrel, but like I use this girly every week. Like she is the best. And I feel like if you're going to talk about big splurges, obviously this would like go in that, but I also just think it's fun. That's honestly something that I do feel like is worth your money. And another fun thing I like spending money on, you know, and I just feel like having a little whimsy in my life are performative eye patches, you know? And I actually think that these work. So Miss Hailey Bieber, don't come for me. They aren't performative, but I just think it's so fun. I wish they sold them in a bigger package, kind of like Peter Thomas Roth vibes. But for now, I will keep buying the 5-pack. That's $25 of these Rode eye patches because I love them and they're so, so cute. Keep in mind, this is not an exhaustive list. There are plenty of other things that I recommend. I made some lists in my Shop My of common items that I use all the time at Sephora, but if I talked about everything I used, I seriously would be talking to you guys for an hour, and this is already a little long. So those are just some things that I think are like fun, keep top of mind. There are plenty of other girlies who are really good at skincare and talking about super expensive skincare brands, but I just need to be more realistic with y'all and just say like, some of these are really big investment pieces, some are not at all. But I just think, you know, we need to like check ourselves before we wreck ourselves sometimes and remind us like this happens twice a year. It will come again. So if you don't get what you want or it's not the time for you to be spending money, you don't need it. Okay. And she'll come again in November. So that's all I have to yap about today. Let me know if any of this was helpful or what you got at the Sephora sale. And I, of course, will do a haul on what I end up getting for myself. Happy shopping, girlies.